Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. In the Philippines we say magandang hapon. That's good afternoon. Welcome to the Pocket Press Con of The Witness. But before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our producers from Skylar Pictures. We have executive producer Sangiorno Nutrisno. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the stars of the international film The Witness. We'll start with the only Filipina cast member, Miss Gwen Zamora. We also have Mr. Agong Saga. We also have the beautiful Miss Kimberly Ryder. We have Mr. Marcelino Lefranc. We also have Mr. Nigel Ryder, the father of Kimberly. And of course, we also have the director of the film, Muhammad Yusuf. Right. At this point, we're opening the floor for your questions. Okay, our first question is from Mr. Bush. Roll tide.
For Gwen, what kind of pressure did you feel because you're the only Filipino in the cast?
A lot of pressure because obviously I was representing the Philippines and I wanted to do the best that I could kasi I'm representing a whole country, it's not just myself. So that was the pressure that I was carrying on my shoulders. But it made me stronger. So yeah, so I tried my best talaga thanks to the pressure.
Experiences while doing the movie?
A lot of experiences. It was my first time doing stunts and crying as much as I did kasi before I was doing more of comedy and yun lang, parang pa-cute lang. And so it was my first time crying, my first time running, my first time falling. Ang daming experiences po.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you.
We also have one question from Mr. Icered. The Icered.
This question is directed to the producer and director of the film. How important was it for you to choose a Filipino actress to portray the character that is being portrayed by Gwen, considering that you can also cast an Indonesian and fake it, just like many other films do it. Even in Hollywood they do that. They fake the character. They think they cast a Mexican and pass it on some kind of nationality. And how important was it for you to get a real Filipino actor from Manila?
When I make a movie, I want to be real in any sorts of, in everything. So, if I pass it on to a Mexican to be a Filipino, will it pass the audience? And you?
Regarding the Filipino artists, we really want to make sure the movie is as real as possible, and if we show it in other countries, especially in Philippines, all the market and accepted that's a Filipinos artist inside.
When you conceived the film, when you had the idea of making this movie, did you have an intention to show it outside of Indonesia, like the Philippines? So that would have been part of your decision to cast Gwen?
Yes, it started as a plan. The first plan was to show it here in Indonesia at first, but then it grew to now it's like up to 5 countries in Malaysia, Brunei, Singapore, probably Thailand. I'm not sure about Thailand, but so it was the plan. So
how did you come about getting Gwen? We have a million Filipino actresses here. Why Gwen specifically?
the first experience was Mr. Yusuf. He came in an office. I was supposed to meet. Who were you supposed to meet?
Yeah, first time we came to Philippines here, and we met a lot of artists here. And I found it's many beautiful artists in Philippines. So from this character, I'm not just selecting a beautiful artist, but I need someone who had a sad looks. So all among other artists that I saw is Gwen. They kind of match with the character that aim for this movie. So I come with Gwen, just like Gwen, just Gwen.
You're the director of the film, right?
Yes.
So did Gwen meet your expectations as an actor?
Yes, 100%.
Or were you disappointed?
No, not disappointed. Gwen in this movie, she did totally explore everything, and it's a really good. It's amazing. It's my expectations to match with the character of this movie. And to prove it, tonight you will watch The Witness, and you will see Gwen in this film.
Hi to the producer of the film. Can we expect this to be the first of many other movies that will be, movies from Indonesia that will feature Filipino actors?
Are you saying is this the beginning?
Yeah, the beginning of like more partnerships with Filipino
Oh
actors.
yes, absolutely, yeah.
What do you have planned for this sort of partnership?
The plan is mostly, I don't know, take over the world maybe together with the Philippines. Hopefully, right? For the industry, I don't know. But this is a start. And we're going to shoot again in mid of May, early of May again with the same, well, everything is the same with the star, the Filipino star as the main actress as well.
For everybody, how would you describe Gwen as a co-actor?
Well, when we didn't actually have too many scenes together, but when I was acting with her, she showed 100% of. She just let it all out, the acting, and she didn't hold anything back. When she was crying, she was screaming, and it was great, It was really the emotion was there, and I think she is a great actress. And yeah, it was fun working with her.
Oke, in bahasa Gwen, selama saya kerja bareng Gwen, menurut saya Gwen itu pertama sih saya melihat mungkin kurang ya, maksudnya bisa nggak nih, tapi setelah saya lihat Gwen itu actingnya bagus dan juga si smart. Terus mungkin saya juga nggak ada.
Okay, let me translate this for you. He thought from the first time he saw Gwen, he thought that he was a bit like, is she good? Is she good in acting? He didn't actually know Gwen first, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't know Gwen, and he didn't know how good she was, and then after that.
Ya ternyata ya dia mendalami perannya ya, terus gak nyangka juga pas melihat hasilnya. Ada satu scene di mana adegan bunuh diri itu dan Gwen total dia acting nangis, itu keren banget, menurut saya itu keren banget.
And after he got to know her, he thought that her acting was really great, and when she was and one of the scenes where he was killing himself and Gwen was right there next to him and she was crying, and he thought that was really great how she screamed, and it was just like totally great acting. The emotion was just there.
Okay, just for a little experience with Gwen. One time I saw her part. I just got a little scenes, not that much with Gwen, but I saw this. She's doing one scene. I could say that is a bit dangerous scene. That the character tried to escape from this bad guy, and I think because back to my experience in the action movie, that part is a bit hard for a female to do that part. Need a lot of training and stuff, and need more integrity and
loyalty to the character. So I'm just pursuing give an advice to the production to prepare the stand-in to replace Gwen for a while. But suddenly I just heard that Gwen say no. She's want to do it by herself. So that's really impressed me that this Filipinos girls, she's something.
I only had one scene with Gwen, so all I can say from that particular scene is that she was very dedicated. It took us 17 takes, so she was happy to go through all of those. She doesn't get upset very easily, very easy to work with. But from an observation point of view, she was very intense with the scenes where she had a lot of emotion. And she would actually sit down for 10 or 15 minutes and try and get those emotions to boil over until the cameras actually rolled. And she was very good at doing that. That intensity came through eventually. So, very good.
Para naman kay Gwen, nung ginagawa mo yung witness, wala kang nagparamdam o nag-try ng ligaw?
Wala po. Kasi 15 minutes before rolling, nagme-meditate na ako. So wala namang umuusap sa akin. So, no. No. There was no time for that.
I heard you also have plans to do TV shows, soap operas here in the Philippines. Television shows.
Yeah, not yet. Still focus on the feature films for now.
I have seen a number of Indonesian films and also films from Thailand and other Asian countries. But one of the Indonesian films I saw was a horror film which tackles about a tree that has some bad spirits coming out of the tree. Why is it that most Indonesian films that are imported to the Philippines are horror? And what could we expect from this film that has a Filipino actress in the lead?
Okay, in Indonesia, most movie or features films dominated by horror because horror is the best sales in the market in Indonesia. So most of the production house, they do mostly horror films. And it's not very often we do like a movie, The Witness. This is drama suspense. So this movie is a very real drama. If you watch it tonight, you will see this is not a horror movie, it's a mystery. We have a bit of a horror, but it's not horror, it's a mystery, it's a puzzle. Because this movie is about a twist, a story twist. And also it's very sad also, this movie. So I'm sure, I cannot say a lot today because you guys haven't watched the movie, but I'm sure after you watch the movie, you will understand regarding this movie. So this movie, it's about the family. It's very kind of in the real world, expatriate Filipinos who work in Indonesia for 10 years and they have this kind of a murder case. So overall movie is a true, real drama suspense. And I think what we do here, GMA and ours in Indonesian Skylar Pictures, we did a great job on this movie. And I hope tonight, what I'm saying today, it will pay off to you guys and you will get satisfaction of this movie. And I'm sure this movie is very entertaining and 100% suspense from the beginning till the end.
What is the marketability of Filipino actors in Indonesia?
I think for the acting kind of things, I think it's fine, yeah, that will be okay. But the problem probably the language barrier kind of be one problem if we do making in Indonesia. So the story that we have here is driven by English, cause the movie is about the expatriate who work in Indonesia, and the father is married with the Filipino. So kind of the family is using English. So that's why this movie is 90% English, about, not 85% English, 15% Indonesian. Just kind of a mix. So regard to your questions, probably it's a language barrier. I'm sure you will find it in Indonesia.
This is the first time that your company has collaborated with a Filipino artist.
Yes, this is the first time.
Before this, you were producing only for the Indonesian market using Indonesian actors?
Yes, yes. Just for Indonesian market and using all Indonesians.
Do you have a bigger goal for this? Do you want to export the film internationally to other, to the West, etc., even to other parts?
First time the priority is for Asian whites for this, The Witness. Probably in the future, yes, we're trying to go outside Asia. But this time is Asian white.
Does it matter in Indonesia if a Filipino actor was in the cast?
It's kind of giving a different kind of a taste for Indonesians market, because I'm sure they're curious about Filipinos actor and artists to play in the role. I'm sure they will make a difference in the movie makers and in the movie markets.
Thank you for being here today. Tapos sana magustuhan niyo yung movie. Nakakaiba talaga to. Ang daming magaganap sa movie na I think we have never seen here before. So sana supportahan niyo po. And also I'd like to thank Artist Center for giving me such a nice opportunity. And thank you Sir Joey Abacan, Ms. Tracy Garcia, and Ms. Mamanet Coson. Well, thank you po. And of course, I'd like to thank my fellow Indonesians. Feeling Indonesian na ako. Sarjano Satrisno, Direk Mohamed Yusuf, Marcelino. Thank you. Thank you, Daddy Nigel, and thank you, Kimberly, for such nice words, and Agong Sal. Thank you po. Manood po kayo.